Hello everyone. Hello, hello. Um, why isn't my mouth moving? Hello, hello. Okay, it should be moving more. Let me check the configurations. No. Now? That's weird. What about now? It's not working. Okay, no mouth, I guess. I'll check that later. It's not that big of an issue. That's weird. It was working fine last time. And I didn't change anything. Who knows? Who knows? Today we're going to finish and end Metal Garden. I hope it's a fast game to finish. From what I saw on How Long to Beat, it would take about 2 hours, 2.5 if you're ignoring some stuff, which I got lost sometimes, so it ended up being 2 hours for the middle of the thing. But yeah, so it's probably going to be a very short stream, which I don't mind. If I get some doubts about how the lore works, we're going to watch some lore videos together. And maybe I'll make a video of my own about this game. Let's go. That which escaped the notice map makers. This is a really easy game. There's so many healing items everywhere. The crackle of electricity dances before your eyes. This control panel has been irreparably damaged. On examining the exposed circuitry of the panel more closely, you notice somebody tried to link the lever execution wire to the siren warning system. A sloppy piece of work here, but not unachievable. Sniper knife. What's the melee button again? E, F, Q. Q, it's grenade. C. Shotgun ammo. Okay, what do I do then? What? What do I do? I see. No enemies? How weird, there's no one. Clearly a battle arena. Panel. Use leather. Oh, now here it comes. Pretty cute. That's it? Nope. I don't remember which one cures. Frick. Which one uses the healing? T? No. Crouch, interact, E, lean, F. It's F. We're back at greenery again. Lore. Opening last sent message. The generally held belief that is that there is no such thing as a completely closed structure. Hi Koi, hi Koi, hello. Hi Recall. Welcome. For some reason my mouth doesn't move today. I looked up the model if there was some sort of an issue, but there's no. I'm not sure why it's not working. Thank you all for coming. The generally held belief is that there is no such thing as a completely closed structure, a completely isolated system. This would violate the law of thermodynamics, and that we understand. Not to mention, create a simple energy supply problem. In the case of a megastructure, as massive as the one we find ourselves trapped in. Therefore, even if the megastructure's supposed outer walls have always been far too difficult to drill or bomb through. Ventriloquism. And you, especially minister, should know the exuberant cost that drilling even the smallest amount have incurred in the past. The hope of finding a maintenance tunnel or ventilation shaft has at least always been present, and it is exactly one of these passages that we believe we have now found. Message from head researcher Lucian Avergen to Holden Istve, CSMG Minister of Finance. And to answer your other question, Minister, of the record, of course, the UV light diffusion we have measured in the outer structure has been far below standard levels, where it can even be measured at all. I'm tremendously happy to report such a space would indeed solve our most major concern. Click by mistake. Okay. Okay, I see. So there's no light outside of this? Like we're literally in the middle of space, I guess? That's what that implies. Holy shit. Oh, it's immune to... Oh no, it's not. I'm going to spam grenades at it. Frick you. It's pretty easy actually. It's very... Oh, just jump and try to dodge. It reminds me of a very simple... Metal Gear. What did that do? Oh, these are... Oh, now I see. If you like jump on top of it, you could do stuff. Now I see. I want to explore. Is there anything here? Oh, it's too deep. Yeah, I drown. There's a thing over there. Is there anything on this island? There's some cows over there. Anything here? No. Let's continue then. My day, it was pretty okay. Nothing much happened after what I told you on the yams. So it's really chill day so far. Oh, that's so cool. Oh. Look at this. No, I used... Oh. The one jumped too soon. So far it's pretty cool. Like the movement is pretty basic, the combat is pretty basic. But the style of it, it's pretty cool. not something we see a lot. Is this them, the mining company bombing stuff? Maybe. I think that's where we need to jump. Like the scale of stuff in this game is so cool to watch. Just see, you know, especially that section with the huge ass dam. That was so cool. What is this? These look like servers. Terminal. The ancient terminal whirls to life. An endless wall of code cuts across its dusty display. The pure language of a machine. Line by line, you begin deciphering the message. Current working hour is that number. The number of operating hours has exceeded the statutory of the Artificial Intelligence Safety Convention. Please contact the maintenance committee for machine euthanasia and replacement. The same message keeps repeating again and again. Other function seems unrestorable. Maybe it's sort of the same idea as that manga that you mentioned, Koi, where an AI starts building stuff and it goes crazy with it, and it never stops building. If I'm not mistaken, that's the lore of the manga. What's that? Wind streams? See? There's something over there. What does this do? Oh, there we go. Yeah, blame. That one. Like I think the very simple styling of things is that so the game developer could make these incredibly large models and assets without much an issue, and so that it could run on any system as well. Planet surgery. Like, wouldn't you say that this looks exactly like some of the blame panels? Look at this. A singularity. I just saw your message. Maybe? Not really. There we go. This is like a maintenance card. SOUNDBOARD. What is this? Is it another layer? Ball. Ball. Use terminal. A portable device of familiar design has been connected to this terminal. It seems to be plowing for data and functions far deeper than the ancient mainframe would ever willingly give up. Access data records. Megastructure designation age 5, artifice-centric 7R16. Structure type counterweight world. A counterweight world is a type of physically smaller, although much heavier megastructure built within a far larger one. Counterweight worlds were created with the purpose of gravitationally binding orbits of planets and other celestial bodies that would find themselves in the way of all outer structures expansion. Having been created before most of the nearby outer structure, they would restrain and prevent the intruding celestial body from striking its walls or ceiling, thus ensuring the structure's future stability. They were most often built in the very earliest ages of construction, especially in what we now regard as the former inner solar system. Additionally, like with many other utilitarian yet crucial complexes, a large maintenance team would remain inside these structures. The species they were known to seed often had their origins tracing back to well-patterned gene pools, their biological parameters usually chosen to best assist in specific tasks of the structure's future preservation. However, with the megastructure's expansion past the Kuiper belt, that's very far away, and with maintenance teams having left the structures, contact with many of these counterweight worlds has been lost. As such, it is very difficult for us to verify their present stability. Login. So what I'm getting is that the ball that we are, the superstructure that we are, is a counterweight world on an even larger superstructure that is as large as the Kuiper belt. The Kuiper belt, if I'm not mistaken, is like a ring of meteorites. If I'm not mistaken, are around Saturn. They're pretty close to Saturn. They are between I think it's Mars and Saturn, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the planets, the planetary order by on my head. But it's Humango building inside of Humangoer building. Or unlock rail doors. 3. The council that watches the ball, they sit here and see the ball. Maybe this is the people who did the maintenance. Hmm? Oh, it's an elevator. But it's pretty it's not planetary horror cosmic horror in some ways. The gears that have not been used in eons grind in violent resistance against your demand for movement. Before you, millions of miles of concrete and steel stretch out, dwarfing a great crimson sphere. You watch as endless tides of hard matter unfold, one solid stacked surface after another, and the slow descent of the elevator continues. You begin to glimpse for the first time the true vastness of your escape. Many hours later, the elevator descends to its lowest point, at last coming to a halt before raging oceans of liquid coolant. The industrial towers holding up the ceiling like mythological giants of ancient tales. Finally preparing to leave the elevator and facing an ever stranger landscape, you nonetheless find the familiar step of your nomadic wandering returning, the promise engraved in every mile traveled that the seeking itself is the answer. Thank you for playing. What is the ball? Hmm. Yeah, apparently that's the end. I'm not sure if it's an ending or the ending. I wanted to select um, it's this one, I think. No, it's this one. There's the old structure that I had one key that I did not explore properly in this map over here, and I wanted to explore it. But from what I understood from the lore, there's this place where many civilizations existed. They developed huge civilizations and then they crumbled, and other civilizations came and they crumbled, and now you're a vagabond, you're a wanderer that lives by whatever means you can find, and then you decide to explore, and then you find out that one of the mining companies in this giant ball thing found a duct, which I think it's what we saw where there were those rails. That was like a maintenance duct, um, so that they could explore outside of this huge structure that they were already in. And inside of it, there was this huge lake of coolant, as it said, and it said from the log, if I'm not mistaken, that there is these anchor worlds. From what I could understand, either the whole structure is the anchor world, or the ball in the middle is an anchor world. And the structure that we were in is this intergalactic huge ass structure that goes from, I guess it's the center of the Earth, the center of the solar system, up until the Kuiper belt. That's what I got from it, at least. We'll see. We'll watch a lore video just to be 100% sure if that's what I understood. Here I'm going to explore the old world that we uncover from a place over there. Because I skipped it because I'm a dumbass. And I wanted to see what was it about. missed every single shot. Let's go. Grenade, sniper ammo. I have no ammo. There we go. I don't remember if it's where the key was. Was it on the top of the... What is this? Oh yeah, it's the log about the old civilization. So I don't know if the ending is a cliffhanger because the developer wanted to have a second game. Oh yeah, here's where you escape from here where you can exit. True. Um, that key that we will eventually find opens this to whatever is over there. I just don't remember where we find that key. If we don't manage to find it, we'll look online, like on the lore video most probably, so it's not that huge of an issue. Here. This is the other place where you can exit, but I think this ancient key we use on the that what's that name of that? I don't remember. Sewage looking thing. Okay. Ah, come on. Ah, that's so annoying. It's just what's the name? I forgot the name for it. But a way to move quickly between two places. Ah, that's annoying. Let me see if I can find a lore video for us to watch, just to be sure about what the lore of it was. No, it's not a waypoint. Metal Garden lore. It's so funny. Look at this. Look at this. It's so funny that everyone on YouTube has decides to use the same two adjectives for something. Like, look at this. This is in Portuguese. It's Metal Garden Explained. The existential horror of Metal Garden. The existential horror of Metal Garden. The horror of scale. This is about megalophobia. It was made 2 months ago. Look, it's me. But there's a bunch of videos about this. It even comes with blame video. Oh no, no. This video talks about the game. But here's the ball, the red ball. To be very honest, I don't want to watch a video. I think that would be too boring. Let me just get Mr. GPT here. Make a quick summary of the lore of Metal Garden. Structure, nomad. Yeah, the megastructure is a counterweight world. It was constructed in the distant past as a gigantic gravitational structure intended to keep planets and other celestial bodies from colliding with the walls of a much larger expanding megastructure. It was built extremely early in the construction of this artificial cosmic environment. Eventually, the original maintenance civilization disappeared, and contact with these structures was lost. Yeah, it's pretty. I thought it would be much more complex. That it's to be very honest, I thought it would be like something. Oh, actually, there's this thing that you could find if you look very closely. No, it's a very straightforward game with its lore. I thought it was much more. Oh, there's another thing. So yeah, the world that we are in, it's like just a ball that orbits an even larger thing, and the red ball, it's just a red ball because it's a red ball, I guess. I thought it would be so much cooler. Like the game, I think, to be very honest, aesthetics move this game a lot. It's just, oh, look at this big ass thing and its brutalism. It looks cool, don't get me wrong. It's really cool. The concept is interesting. The idea that, oh, it's not a single megastructure, it's one inside of a much larger planetary size structure is kind of cool. But now that I know that it's such an easy concept, it's such a silly thing, I think I won't make the video because it's such. Oh, it's a ball and it's very large, and then it's inside a much larger thing. Cool. It's. I'm not sure how people can make like 30-minute long, 15-minute long videos about this, but it's a pretty cool game. The movements, it's very cool. The shooting is the guns are very simple. You can lean and stuff, but you never need to. Like it has a lot of systems, mechanics in it that you do not need to use it if you're just playing the game normally. You could increase the difficulty of it, which surely you would make use of such resources more, but it's a pretty simple game, and it has a cool story. I think it's an indie, so for an indie game with such massive structures, it's cool. Like what carries it is the aesthetic, and I think that's not that bad, especially since it's a norm an indie, so it's not that much of a deal. But yeah, I think that'll be it. Um, since I just wanted to finish the game. It was pretty. I really liked it. I really like it. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's interesting. The lore is okay. The sense of scale is really on point. You really feel like you're very 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 very, very tiny. Which is the point of the game. So it's pretty cool. I really like the oh there's a civilization. There's bird. It's on top of another civilization that is clearly much more advanced, and then you're on top of that advanced civilization. So it really gives the idea that there's a bunch of layers to this um, Inker world. I think that's the name of it. But yeah, it's not that video overview as much as I wanted, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. Um, so thank you all for tuning in for this very short stream. Tomorrow we'll be doing a live stream. I'll make a post on Twitter most probably. Um, I'll be making the wiki that I said. I'll see how it work. I saw that there's some frameworks that stuff like Toho Wiki and other wikis use to make their own. So we'll see how it will go. The thing with a wiki is that it's mostly it depends on how much info you put. So I'll see how I'll manage the development of it, and if it's just oh insert information, then I'll make my own because the idea is actually developing something. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Um, I'm really glad to all of you who shared this time with me. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. God bless all of you. I love all of you very much, and goodbye.